What's good? It's your boy Herb Tutter. Welcome back to my show, The Transition. Today I'm talking about okay with others not being okay. Communication is key, and I think that it's missing for selfish purposes. So if we don't make things clear, then we don't really have to own up to anything. So I realized that a lot of times we come into a situation and we have no idea of what we're really looking for, and most of the times we're always trying to get everything in favor of self. My parents tried to teach me early on to be myself and trust that your real teammates and your real people will form that's for you. Will you argue? Of course you will, but you're not going to agree all the time. You're going to have to agree to disagree on certain things because that's what makes us individuals. That's what gives us the right to have a different thought process. As I got older, I started realizing no matter how far backwards you bend, for some people, you're just not going to reach them. They're not for you. And we waste a lot of time, be it family, friends, even children, parents. We waste a lot of time trying to get these people to see us as an equal or just see us, period. And to me, you really need to understand that you're wasting a lot of time when you know that a person's not for you. My early 20s, I started riding by myself and just being comfortable in the skin that I'm in, and understanding how to fly solo. You know, when you fly solo, that means that I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Being stabbed in the back a few times by close people built character for me to be strong of whose company I keep. So understanding that if this is the people that I'm going to be around, you have to understand that these people will show themselves. A lot of times we force people into situations because of growing up with them or having children with them or however it be. We think that this is the way that it's supposed to go. So a lot of times we do a little bit extra. We go a little bit farther, but best practice of working on self is keeping yourself busy, keeping focused, and being right with judging just yourself. There's a lot that I got to work on for myself in order to be passing judgment along to other people or about other people, and that's, like an old saying is that, you're looking out of your dirty screen talking about how dirty the other person's yard is when it's really your screen. A lot of times we're taught that it's okay to blame other people for the positions that you're in right now. I have so many younger males that are talking about their fathers and if my father was here, I wouldn't have done this. My father was there and I still chose to do certain things because I was exposed to certain things. That was not my father's fault. When he went to work, I chose to do the right or the wrong things, and that still wasn't his fault. So if you're grown and you're still blaming your mom or your dad, then you need to reevaluate on some situations. I know society is continuously telling you that you can blame other people, but come on, man. When we were growing up, by 16, 17 years old, even your older cousins were saying, okay, at this age, you didn't know what was right from wrong. Stop. You knew. You knew. It's so much easier now because everybody gives you all of these examples and they give you all of these other reasons to not own up and not have accountability for the actions that you have. I'm saying right here, as I grew mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, I realized that, I'm done being a doormat. I'd rather be a bad guy than a doormat, because a lot of times people are, when you're laying down there trying to help everybody out, manipulation is one of those things that I believe that people take and they use it 100% for it to fall in their way, and then before you know it, you're not good enough to do anything for anybody. And this is what a miserable person to do. They'll pull you all the way down to where their misery is, and then that makes them happy. But let's be honest, that only fills that void for a little bit because you're still not working on self. It's hilarious. I seen a new show that's coming about a woman that is having all these guys check all of their semen and all this stuff because she's ready to have a baby. And this is why there's so much baby mama drama and baby daddy situations, because again, we're not having children for the right reasons with the person that we should be having children with. So we have a lot of this drama, and we have a lot of kids resenting parents because we're, number one, we're putting kids in the wrong position. Kids are kids. They should not be sitting in an adult chair making adult comments and doing it. If you ain't got no money, like my parents used to say, you ain't got no money, you need to get away from the table, point blank. But we're so afraid because we're trying to be our children's friends is that we have no idea of what it is. I'm okay with my children not being okay because I let my children know, even the grown ones, hey man, I'm not your friend. So whether you like what I said or how I did it or whatever, I'm not perfect. But if you are not a millionaire, running your own company, doing everything you got to do, guess what? You got a lot of work to do for yourself. You have to be strong in your personality in order to be okay with others not being okay. Be your own man or woman, man, and let the chips fall where they may. But like I said, I was taught to be very competitive. I was taught to, if I was going to do it right the first time, but give 100%. A lot of times people hate the fact that you're not just sitting around and allowing them to catch up with you while they sit on the couch. I stay in motion. I know that keeps a lot of people frustrated. It keeps a lot of people agitated because now it seems like I got to own up to that. Man, I'm pushing everybody that's around me, from my kids to people that I've had children with, to my family members, to enemies. I'm going to stay in motion until I'm not here anymore because, life is precious. And to me, that's what life is about. Life is how long you can live it, not how fast you can blow through it. It's your boy Herb Tutter, man. Listen, do something for somebody else. Trust me, to give you a chance to figure out where you're supposed to be. I got a couple more that I'm going to be running this week on my show, The Transition. Come back. See your boy. Today's be okay with others not being okay. Holla at your boy.